Okay, so I've updated my app. Basically now, when we go to API keys, we've now got an option for FAL API. So that should give us a bit more freedom to play and get better videos. It's the first time I'm testing it, so you're coming with me. I've done the same as I normally do. Got some images, give her an outfit, got an ad, put her in the desert. This time we're just making a video ad, and I've put all the features in here, so this will be a short video. So you can see a macro of the desert, making the advert how refreshing Coca-Cola is, located in the desert, blah 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 blah. It does all that stuff. So let's give it a whirl. Let's see if it works, because this is now generating with Flux, as you can see there. So if all the coding's been done correctly, I should get an image, hopefully. Otherwise I'll have to go back and redo the code. What I'll do is I'll pause the video and come back when we've got an image, so we're not waiting around. Okay, so we'll fix the error with some conflict. Had to do a bit of coding, sort it back out. We'll just close that, put that to there. Yeah, there's been a bit of an error. Had to do a bit of coding, wasn't working correctly, so I've recoded it, and now we're back up and running. So let's just have a little play, see what happens. I've basically just done a quick photo like before, no worries. Basically selling it to a Coke ad. Now it's come up with an actual ad like this, which is not really what I asked for. I could regenerate it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go through the scenes to make sure it actually works, and I'll probably do a bit of titivating on it a bit later. But as you can see, we can download that. Be a nice little thumbnail maker as well, looking at that. So we'll expand the scenes, see what it comes up with. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, now it's come up with the director's cut. So it's come up in the parched desert, a wanderer finds relief and invigoration in the ice cold Coke. So it's made a Coke advert, which is what I asked for. It's come up with a storyboard. The story will use dynamic camera angles, close-ups, and all that good stuff. So it's give you the shot. It's give you 9. So when we go to action it, it should give us 9 individual images with prompts for video. So I'll just wait for that to generate. Right, so now you can see here we have got the actual static images. I don't think it's kept consistency, which is something we'll have to address, I think. And that could be the same girl. I mean, you can also change it should you want to. So it's got a nice drop down, you can change that zoom or whatever. So now we can export them to the video manifest. And now we've got the video manifest. What's changed now is we've got the Kling. We could create it with a Google or Kling, we're using FAL, Luma Dream Machine using FAL, and Minimax using FAL. So I've not actually tested any of these, but again we should be able to drag and drop and put into any scene we want. So basically the idea of that is that we've got this scene here, we walk there, you can edit the prompt if you want to, and it cuts down your costing, because you could have that scene, which are all well and good, but it becomes quite expensive. So you could have that there, slow motion, it zooms in onto the bottle. Let's see if it generates a video. We will use, I've never used Luma Dream Machine, we'll go with that, see what happens. And as soon as the video is generated, I'll get back to you. So we're back and it's created a scene. Let's have a quick look. It's a bit of an odd scene, but the features work. Obviously better prompts do better scenes. This was just a quick little demo to see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and see if we can use the new Kling. I don't know which Kling model it is. I'll probably have to update that. Let's see if that does it. We'll generate a video. Get back to you as soon as it's loaded. Okay, we're back again. We've started over again. This is about an hour and a half later. We've done our generated our images. We're now on to the director's treatment. So basically it's giving our scenes again, establishing shot with the prompt and all that good stuff, tilting up. So we've got them all there, and then we're just going to generate them, and that'll take us on to the next process, which we're going to test the videos, and hopefully we've got it all sorted now. Okay, now we're on to the production manifest. So again, we've got our scenes. I've done a little upgrade here, so we're testing it in real time. We've got Kling's latest 03 1.5 Pro, Kling standard. We've got Lumi Dream Machines, Minimax, and the G03. What we're going to do is in turn test each one of these out. So first one we're going to test out is the Kling one. So I'm going to generate the video and let's see if it works. Okay, that worked. Let's have a look. It's very real. This is the new Kling 3.0, I believe. Let's just have a look. Yep, so did this one here. Did it for 5 seconds. And that cost us 56 pence. 56 cents, so for 44 pence, something like that. Hasn't got any sound, so we probably need to adjust that in our coding, but the reference image isn't correct, and we haven't got any other images to drag up there with elements. So that's that one done. I'm going to go test another one now. Okay, we've got a video from Minimax, and here it is. Looking at it, I think there was something wrong, but it's actually just meant to be a static shot. So it's a 5-second static shot. So you do have to watch your prompts when you're doing this, otherwise you'll get some rubbish like I've just got there. Let's go back. As you can see, got the video up there, got the video up there. The next one we'll do the VO3 and see how that gets on. Okay, and the video's come back for VO3. Let's take a look at that. That should have sound. Turn that off. So what do we ask for this one? So cinematic video clip, static camera movement, extreme detail shot of condensation droplets forming from the Coca-Cola bottle held by a woman in the desert setting. Yeah. So we've got the same woman. It's done exactly what it said for the prompt. Can't argue with that. That's quite good. Not so good. Not so good. We've got one final one to do. Which one we've done so far? We've done Kling. Did Luma earlier. Did Halo. Halua. Minimax. Done that. So we'll try Kling Pro for the last one. Now then, let's have a look at the last one before we send it away. Cinematic video clip, zoom out, camera movement, medium shot of a woman on the chaise lounge as the sandstorm gathers ominously in the background. The desert lighting shifts as the storm approaches. So let's look at our image first. Can we zoom in? Maybe not. Alright, we'll just generate the video. I'll be back. Okay, and we've got our other video back from Minimax. A lot of these have no sound, but that's some of the models, specific ones that don't have sounds. But you can always put sound in the background. These are more moody cinematic shots. It's done not a bad job, that, to be fair, for what the prompt said. What prompt was it? The prompt: cinematic video of clips that do all that. So now we've got all the features working. So we've had Kling, standard, Luma. So you've got a few options there that you can use from. Now let's just quickly go back to the pricing, just so we know what we're dealing with. So the last one was Kling 1.5 Pro image to video. Your request will cost 10 pence per second. So that's a 5-second video, that costs 50p. Little expensive, hence why we need to get the prompt correct to begin with, so why we can mess around. So let's have a look at the Minimax video. That was 50 pence per video, so about the same. Quality is good. The prompt was rubbish on this occasion, that's what let us down. Kling says 0.3. Reference to video, I think this was quite expensive. So 5 seconds, 56 pence. So they're all about the 56 pence mark, aren't they, for a 5-second generation? So for 15 seconds, you're looking at, well, that's in dollars, isn't it? So that's about 44 cents. So about £1.20 for a 15-second generated video on that one. And then we've got Kling standard. So that standard one costs half, not even a penny per second. That can't be right, can it? 0.045. So that's like 5 pence per second. So it's 5 seconds, 25 pence. It's not, is it 25 pence? 5, yeah. 5 times 5, 25, yeah. My maths just went nuts. That's actually quite cheap and actually not bad quality. Not much direction in the prompting, but you get the idea. You can just prompt it all up and make it better. But to put a proper story in there, you would have start prompt and you'd have end prompt, and you use the correct videos for which one you were going to do. I was just showing that we actually got the videos in there. How much was the Luma Dream Machine? First time I've ever used Luma. So that's 50 pence per video for 5 seconds. So it's 10 pence per second. Oh, sorry, 10 cents per second, about 7 pence. So I've used £2 today just generating those videos. So you can see it can get a bit pricey, but what we do get is the actual storyboard onboarding, and you can have them in sequence, then you can just download your assets. So like that one would just get downloaded. Download, if I can just download it. Download it, since I've generated it, I might as well download it. We didn't do that one. And there's a few more here that we could have carried on doing, but that could have got quite pricey for only a 30 to a minute video. What I suggest is we use the free videos that are for you, and then you just go revert back to the actual image, cut and paste the prompt, take the prompt away with the image, and go generate it somewhere else, just sell for free. But then you get the structure, just cut the cost down. But if you're not bothered about the money, then you can just generate them all here, can't you? So let's close this one. Now what it does give you, when it takes you back to here, you can clear a couple of these up. or if you don't want them, or when you started them and you didn't want them, you just get rid of the ones you don't want, and then you can just regenerate up here and put in a new prompt. She spills the drink over the floor. Not gonna mess about with that, so we can just generate that. It'll keep all this, just showing you basically. She's in a room now for some bizarre reason, but you see, you got the finish, and you can just regenerate it again, and it'll create the story. There's your overhead with your prompts, your shots. And you can't edit any of these, it's a shame, I think, yeah. But you get the idea. So they come there, then you can just change it to cinematic. It'll go do the cinematic one, come up with another story. Probably have to delete some of these for it to fit in. There we go. Add to storyboard. She's pouring it away. It's a bit vague what prompt, but you get the idea. You can do what you want. Let's clear all these for now. I like the storyboard one better because you can just have that one, and then you've got her pouring it, and then you see the end result, can't you? So you can have it orbiting round or something. Static, and we could just do an orbit. Where's the orbit? Tracking, shot, slowly zoom, dolly, tilt, pan, static, tripod, orbit, that's one. And that would orbit, have that one and not orbit round, then we can just export it. Same again, you can just make the video. Or you could have it there, have your endpoint there, and generate the video so it orbits round. I mean, you can always edit these for whatever you want, then copy it. Perfect. So that's it for this video. That's the updated one with the API keys where you could go for Google for doing your image generations and the file keys for your video generation. So how it works is all these images here are all done by Gemini. All your prompts and everything are Gemini. When it comes to the storyboarding up here, it's written by Gemini, so once it gets all the information, when it generates the image, then it goes to the storyboard. All that's done by Gemini. So you've got a decent model running behind it to tell the stories, and it works it out for you. All you've got to do is give it a much better prompt, and then away you go. The world is your oyster, so to speak. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much.